Finally, we got to see the gameplay trailer for the most anticipated game for everyone watching this video. Today, we're not going to dive into every tiny detail of the trailer. Instead, we'll talk about it as a whole. I picked out some of the most important reveals the devs dropped yesterday, and we'll focus on those. Don't worry, I won't skip talking about the trailer itself. The first thing that immediately caught everyone's attention was this weird dough dripping from the ceiling. It was clear right away that this trailer was going to introduce the character I mentioned in my previous video. Yep, I'm talking about Doey the Dough Man. But man, at first, I was so sure this guy was going to be a positive, wholesome character who'd have our back. I mean, look at that safe haven poster. It shows his huge arms reaching out, welcoming all the toys into what seems like a protective embrace. But then came Poppy's line, "You lied to me," delivered right before Doey officially appeared, and now I'm kinda doubting everything. Guys, I'm seriously all over the place with my thoughts on him. I can't figure out if this dude's really gonna be a friend or not. What do you think? My heart wants to believe it, screaming at me to say, Doey's gonna be a great guy who'll save everyone and be a huge help. But honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Major props to the devs for keeping this mystery alive all the way until the game's release. Bigger Bodies Initiative. This phrase is completely unfamiliar to the Nightmare critters, unlike their predecessors. Like I suspected, the new critters are shaping up to be not even secondary, but tertiary elements of the game. Their main job? Just to annoy the hell out of us. Kinda like how the smaller, normal versions of critters functioned back in Chapter 3. But that's not even the most intriguing part. Take a look at the red outline on the screen. I really don't want to believe we're going to be under the influence of that red gas again. My last experience with that stuff, yeah, not my favorite, but it looks like the devs didn't care much about my opinion on it. So here we go again, I guess. A lot of people have been buzzing about this new gas and throwing out theories. Some say it'll heal us from the effects of the red gas, which sounds cool and even logical, but honestly, come on, I'm struggling to buy into that idea. It feels more like this is just some kind of normal gas or steam, except it's probably hotter than the sun. And if we get too close to it, we're definitely gonna regret it big time. Don't even think about turning off the video just yet. This is only the warm-up, and the craziest stuff is still ahead. But before we dive into the madness, I gotta say a few words about the new hand, or, well, the old hand. Yeah, I'm talking about the red hand. Can someone please explain to me why it looks so different from the version we saw in one of those infamous 25 frames? Like, seriously, what's up with all the hands lately? Anyway, while that's all fun and confusing, take a good look at this frame, where the purple hand decides to throw out some sparks. Is this a malfunction or an upgrade? I'm leaving that one up to you to figure out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Poppy and Kissy, Sawyer and Prototype, these are like the hottest topics from the new trailer, and yeah, we're diving into all of it right now. Oh, and maybe a little something extra. First off, let me just say, I'm beyond hyped that our fierce pink queen is officially back with us after everything that went down in Chapter 3.
All right, once we hit the ground, we need to be cautious. There's something... What's she doing? This is... No! We're coming! Just hold on! Come on, go faster!
But even though Kissy managed to survive, and not just survive, but actually seems somewhat functional, which honestly shocked me, there are still scars, literal and figurative, from what she's been through. Her burns and that massive scar nearly wrapping around her whole body are a grim reminder of the horrors she faced. And if I had to guess, yeah, it's probably the Prototype's handiwork, but hey, don't quote me on that. Either way, I'm just thrilled she's back, and with her size and strength, she could definitely be a game changer for us. Now about Poppy. Things are a little murkier there. In Chapter 3, Poppy came across as the toy who genuinely wanted to stop all the madness at Playtime Co. But after watching the Chapter 4 trailer, let's just say her motives, or maybe even her true self, are starting to feel a bit questionable. Here's the thing, right next to that safe haven poster, or drawing, if that's more your vibe, we saw something pretty wild, a scratched out image of Poppy, and that's where it gets juicy. If we're rolling with the idea that Doey the Doughman is this protector or savior of toys, then why would Poppy be excluded from that safe haven narrative? Feels like there's a big piece of the puzzle missing, right? But wait, I've got an even crazier theory to throw your way. What if Doey isn't the sweet cookie-making hero we're all hoping for? What if he's actually in cahoots with the Prototype and Dr. Harley Sawyer? Think about it. What if they drew that scratched out image of Poppy on purpose just to mess with our heads and make us doubt her? Now that's a juicy plot twist, huh? So what do you think? Which theory feels more solid to you? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear all your takes on this. The fact that Dr. Harley Sawyer is the main antagonist of Chapter 4? Yeah, we've known that for a while. And in my previous video, I even speculated that we'd either see the Prototype or, at the very least, get some juicy new info about Experiment 1006. But let me be real with you, I never could have guessed the twist we're dealing with now. I always figured these two, Sawyer and the Prototype, were bad guys, sure, but I thought they were running their own separate evil agendas. And honestly, I didn't even peg Sawyer as being on the same level of villainy as the Prototype. But now that we know these two are actually working together, oh man, it's terrifying to think about just how much danger not only the toys are in, but us too. What really throws me off about their team up is that Sawyer and the Prototype didn't seem all that connected at first.
Ready to talk now, are you? I possess
a question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel anything?
This question is fun to once, exactly.
You stick us, beat us, tear at flesh.
Do you feel it? But there's a secret inside you, 1006. Valuable beyond all measure. I cut and prod and burn at it. And I get closer with each session. So speak. Or don't. Fight. Or give in. Regardless, I learn something new about you every day. It excites me.
Thank you.
You thank me.
Absolutely.
I learn something new about you every day.
And now, it's totally unclear who's really the alpha in this twisted duo. Honestly, I think this topic deserves its own full-length video, like a solid 10-minute deep dive into their dynamic and what it could mean for the story. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna tackle that soon. For now, just keep this in mind. Chapter 4 probably won't end with us walking away victorious, shouting, "We defeated Harley Sawyer," or "We destroyed the Prototype." Nope, I have a feeling it's more about peeling back another horrifying layer of the mystery behind Playtime Co. and this disturbing partnership. I could start talking about Sawyer's minions or those creepy rooms we saw, but let's face it, we're not getting the full truth until the game drops. That's all for now though. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye!